I have like 13, 14-year-olds who come in telling me they've done pills.
I don't think a lot of people realise this, especially the older generation, is so easy to get hold of.
I think in the rugby environment, I think it's fairly common. I think you have a lot of boys who take drugs.
I've always been a very up and down person with my mental health. Like obviously our work through Lost Boys over the years has always been heavily involved with mental health, and it's just sort of an occurring problem I'm seeing in the shop now is sort of people coming in, they're not dealing with come downs and that sort of thing very well. And I just based off my own experience, like I've tried drugs, I've gone out on a weekend, I tried sort of, I think at the time it was like MCAT. My body doesn't react well with it. I've woken up the next day, I've gone through absolute hell with my emotions. And it's just sort of been, me getting to know myself as a person and, knowing what I need to stay away from. And I just sort of, it's not nice to sort of see people in the shop who are sort of coming in and they don't know what they're doing to themselves, and they don't know the extent that it's having on their lives. I think from the second you sort of hit comp, because the amount of people who come in the shop now, like I have like 13, 14-year-olds who come in telling me they've done pills and stuff like that, and it's just thinking like, whoa, like I know your parents don't know you're doing that. And I just think from soon as they hit that age, it needs to start coming in, just sort of like sex education, just educating them, just letting them know what it can lead on to.
I've gone from being on the dance floor to the other side of it. I'm the one providing the music for people, and from behind the decks, you get to see everything, see how much of a good time everyone's having, but then you also, you get to see the states of people that they're in, like. And for me being one of them people when I was younger, before I started being a DJ, it was a real eye-opener to just be on the other side of things and see how people are reacting to what they're taking and stuff like that. Because when you're in a rave, and from me going to raves myself, which is what got me into DJing, like you won't go to a rave that haven't got drugs here, and it's just like such a big thing. We really need to start educating people on what's right and what's wrong and how to regulate it, really. I think if you're looking locally, the most accessible one is probably cocaine, and I don't think a lot of people realise this, especially the older generation, is so easy to get hold of. Like you literally all you'd have to do is text one of your mates or in a group chat, which is quite a popular way of contacting now, and you could literally get it within 10 minutes, and it'd be multiple sources. You wouldn't just have the one to rely on. You'd ask your mates, oh, anyone know a number for this, and you might get sent 5 different numbers. So there's like, and if one person stopped doing it, someone's just going to replace them, and it's so easy.
I think in the rugby environment, I think it's fairly common. I think you have a lot of boys who take drugs on the Saturday and the Friday to maybe escape reality, and then they find a few home truths in the week, and they find they're struggling with their mental health then, and then they look for alternatives then again on the weekend. I think having people who are like-minded, young people who have experienced stuff like this in themselves, going into schools and speaking about people and letting them know that they are going to feel terrible and they're going to be in depression, feel low, anxiety, and let them know the reality of the home truths of the drugs.